Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 6th through the 12th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. The overall energy for the reading, the Five of Cups. There's some sadness here with this one. There's a little bit of, I'm not sure, well, okay, some things may be brought up to the surface from your past through something that's happening right now. So it's kind of like, okay, something is bringing up the past here. Okay. In the recent past, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. There's a loss that I'm looking at there. And it's you know, you're not taking it well, whatever's going on here, but you're trying to just be strong, go through it, and you know, yeah, it comes through with a lot of stress. So it's like, as much as you're trying to just kind of, I'm just gonna go through it and everything's gonna be okay, yeah, you're not showing up very, like, a lot in that energy of so determined that you're gonna go through this. You're showing up more in the stress over what's happening there. You're still kicking there, but it affects you. It affects you pretty severely. In the current situation, the Tower, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords. What the hell is going on here? I'm not sure what's happening quite yet, and it kind of comes back to you, though. It almost kind of puts you on the spot. Like, did you start this? Did you kind of poke at something maybe you shouldn't have, and now it's kind of blowing up in your face a little bit? I don't know. It kind of shows up a little bit like that. But I can see this something blowing up in your face, and you're like, what the fuck? You know, because maybe you did poke at whatever this is, but you didn't expect this to be the end result, you know? Not this bad. I don't know. Okay. In the immediate future, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor. Ooh, such an opposite energy of all of what I'm seeing there. This is so peaceful. It's like, I almost see you needing somewhere, like an old Aries, you know, peaceful, and like your life is perfect, and all you need is the, you know, just the needing part, and maybe you have a little dog or a cat right here. It's like, life is so fucking amazing. Like, what the fuck is this energy? It's so opposite, extreme opposite, but it's fucking amazing. So I don't know how you're getting to the needing part, but you're getting there. You're getting there. And I mean, there's a lot of self-love involved. So there's a lot of you putting yourself first, which brings a lot of peace in your environment. And it kind of makes you feel also like you're in charge, you know, of your reality. You want to feel peaceful? You want to need, you want a little cat or a little dog or something? Yeah, you can have that, you know. So that's exactly what you're doing. You're actually kind of embracing this aspect of, you know, my reality is what I make it. So it's pretty cool how it changes everything. Ooh, I almost got a little headache from all of that, and then this, and then, I still have the little headache though, motherfucker. Anyways, it's not that bad. Sometimes I do that from when the energies are kind of piling up into something that's ready to pop. Yeah, I kind of feel it in my body somehow, but it's going away now, so that's good. Squirrelies. Or a squirrel. Five of Cups. You get the Queen of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is a lengthy process. Something is potentially coming to an end, something that you're part of, something that is part of you. But it's been happening for a while now. It's a process, and I see it kind of playing out still. So it's not, you're not you're nowhere near done with this process. But that's what's happening. A little part of you is going away. And there's a lot of the energy of self-love is definitely infiltrated through all of the other energies that are at play in this process. So I feel like that's the one that's gonna kind of lift you up a little bit. So it's very important to this process then. Let's do the Nine of Swords. For the Nine of Swords in the recent past, you get the Eight of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, things were okay here. There's a potential partnership there. There's love. There's like, okay, things are working out. Things are great. Things are popping until one day you wake up and you're like, no, this is not right. Something's not the way I think it is, or the way I think I feel it is, or something's not right here for me. And that might have come out in like, I think it resulted ultimately maybe in a fight or something, but until then things were left alone, basically. Where things seemed to be working quite okay. For the Page of Swords in the recent past, you get the Knight of Swords, the Justice card, the Queen of Swords. You're growing in your energy of acknowledgement, of clarity over, you know, because initially it starts with something's off and I can't really tell what it is. But then with each day passing, you're starting to grow in the understanding of, you may not know what it is exactly, but you know that this isn't working out for you, whatever this is, you know? So you can't really place your finger on it necessarily. You just know, you're very clear about the fact that, yeah, this just doesn't feel right for me. Okay. Let me do the Five of Pentacles in the recent past. For the Five of Pentacles, you get the Six of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Tower. But then it sucks in how you're showing me, because ultimately you reach the conclusion in your energy that you're done with whatever this is, right? But then you carry that truth. And as good as it makes you feel that you figured out that you're done, it's also sucky, because it feels like it's a burden you're carrying on your own. So that tells me you didn't tell them that you're done. You're just done internally, but that's where you hold it for now. And again, it's kind of bittersweet, because on one hand it's like, yay, I figured it out. On the other hand, it's like it's just this burden you're carrying on your own there. Let me do the Tower in the current situation. The Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords. Something changed drastically, to the point of you're looking at whatever this is and you're like, what? I can't believe this. But it's an energy that moves towards you. So let's say this is someone you've hated their guts all your life, right? This is someone, oh my God, if you know that person is coming to the same vicinity of where I'm going, just let me know, because I'm not coming. Like, I don't even want to know. I don't want to be around them. I don't want to know that they exist. I don't want, like, no, keep them away from me. Well, they're showing up as, oh, they did something nice. And now it's like, oh, okay. Like, it shocks you. It surprises you. So I don't know what this is. I just see an energy turning back around, flipping into a really, really nice way. And it shocks the hell out of you. And you don't even know what to do with that. You're like, what do I do? Like, I feel like I don't want to run away from them anymore, at least, so I'll stick around, I guess. Should I buy them a drink? I don't know. You know, so you're looking a little flabbergasted there, a little bit like, I don't fucking know what to say, what to do, what is this, you know? Almost annoyed that things change for the better. But, yeah, it's confusing as fuck, from what I can see. And I don't know if that applies to this situation, to the past situation in which you're telling me, oh yeah, I'm done and da-da-da. and things might have changed like this, or if this is something completely outside of that. I would assume it's the same situation though. I'm getting a little bit of discrepancy in energies. That's why I can't assume it's something else, but I don't think so. I think we may be talking about the same thing. For the Eight of Swords in the current situation, you get the Five of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups. And then the minute this happens, you start arguing with yourself internally like no tomorrow. Because remember where you were coming from internally? From a place of, I don't even want to see their face. Well, now something's happening on the surface that's making you want to go inward and say, hey, we got a situation here. We've got something going on that contradicts what I'm feeling inside. So like, what are we going to do about it? Well, let's figure it out. Okay, how? Let's argue with ourselves. Because what I'm feeling doesn't match what I'm seeing now in reality. So where are we at? So then you're showing up with the conclusion, after you argue with yourself for a little while there, you're showing up with the conclusion of, can this stand a chance? You know? So you might be changing your mind here, which in turn changes the energy you're carrying inside for the situation. Potentially. I think we're talking about the same thing. If not, probably a friendship or a friendship gone rogue. For the, no, it's the same situation. It's this one, the past one. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Four of Wands. Okay. And you might approach this from a little bit of an unconventional space, in the sense of there's still openness to this, but at the same time, there's clear boundaries at play. So there's almost a sense of half committed to it, half not. You know, committed to yourself. So you're stepping, maybe things are changing into a place of where you would give yourself a little more freedom, a little more independence, but at the same time committing to this too. So it could be that you've grown in your sense of independence and claiming that, which is something very healthy. If you could apply it to, you know, a potential commitment, good to go. You know, it's something that hopefully everybody gets to experience, because those are probably the healthiest dynamics. You know, where each of us have a little something for us, and then, yeah, then there's this that I'm part of. So that's not bad. Okay. Let me see the Queen of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor. Yeah, and because you've claimed this space for you, you're starting to do something that has to do with strictly your journey, strictly your stability. Could it involve them too? Sure. If you allow that, if you're open to that, sure, come on in. I want to share what I'm doing here with you. But you got to understand, this is strictly for me. You know, so it's kind of coming through as that, which is quite powerful. So I don't know what you got going on here, what you're doing, but you're building your own little empire. Personal, private empire. And you have your door open to it. You know, whoever this is that's committed to you here definitely can join. I heard you in my head saying, not if I'm not home, they can't. Like, okay. So you're very territorial about your space. Okay. Ten of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is going to work out, because there's definitely a space in which you can share nice things here, nice energies together, and you can create that common sense of stability that you have together, right? But then you got your own thing on the side. And I think maybe that'll kind of push them to have... So it's kind of ripping apart the concept of codependency here, you know, kind of ripping away from that. You know what I mean? That's pretty strong. If this is what this is leading to, I would say pretty nice. Because while you create something together, you also have your own little men/women cave. And then it's going to force them to make one too. I hope. I don't know. Because then it's really functionable. Because if they stick and function still through codependent tendencies, then we've got an issue. So far, so good, though. Maybe. For the Emperor in the immediate future, you get the Star, the Four of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're setting up some goal, some, like, this is what I want to do. You're setting something up for yourself as far as a destination. You're pretty upset before you even start off on this path, though. You're kind of like, bummer, I'm not going to get there. Well, that's definitely not going to get you there. In your energy, it's looking doable. It's looking like, you're not unrealistic. You're not crazy. You want something. Go pursue it. But if you start like this, well, I don't have that. Well, then don't pursue it and you're good to go. Quit it altogether. If you don't have shit, then... But I'm telling you, you do. But it doesn't matter because you have to believe that. So, I can tell you until I'm blue in the face, it doesn't matter. You have to be the one that finds those resources that you already own. From the universe for you as a final advice, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups. Looks like a happy ending to a Disney movie where things went really south really fast and then the sun came up. So it's looking like a happy ending here. But I do see the energy flipping around majorly for that to happen, And I think that's what's actually happening. A sense of independence is being built, at least on your end, which creates a potential new version for what this commitment is going to look like. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.